Hi, Panther fans. Ryan Rose here with head coach Tiara Malcom, where this is the women's basketball preview segment. And with all the success going on right now with football and men's soccer and swimming, basketball season's here. What an exciting time to be a Panthers fan. And as coaches, you guys get kind of cranked up for the season. First games are this week and this weekend. What are you most excited about from last offseason to the start of this season?
I think just the excitement comes in getting it started again. I mean, basketball season. It's you. I live for basketball. We live for basketball. So you kind of plan your life around when the
Yes.
season starts, when it ends. When you're kind of getting ready to go again. So just to start the season with a new team, new focus. That's exciting.
Fresh starts. Now you don't have any seniors, so it's a little bit different dynamic. You have two players who are juniors, redshirt juniors, who are kind of your leaders. And breaking news, this hasn't been put out yet. They're naming captains today. Let's talk about your captains. First of all, who are your captains, and let's dive into kind of their leadership qualities and what you will lean on them for their captaincy.
Christian Hudson and KP. And those two young ladies have hands down earned it. I mean, they've been there, they've been vocal. They're our best communicators. They've been able to hold other people accountable while allowing the coaches to hold them accountable as well. So they've earned that.
Now, with such a young team, you have a lot of freshmen. You have to lean on those leaders. What have you noticed or observed from the time that the freshmen got here, basically in June, to now, that the leadership that those two have given, and how the younger players have sort of taken that leadership and followed them?
I think the thing that I noticed most is how natural it was. We didn't necessarily, as coaches, have to tell them, "Hey, KP, make sure you're looking out for the freshmen. Christian, make sure you're looking out for the freshmen." They did it naturally. They wanted to know when the freshmen were arriving on campus, who they were rooming with,
Okay.
and just kind of some things that they could do as a team to start the chemistry piece of it.
Very detail oriented, which is what you want out of a leader. Now let's talk about that young group briefly. You've got a lot of new energy around the team, around the program. It's kind of refreshing. It keeps you young. What can you say about this young group collectively as a whole so far?
They're learning, and everything that they've learned doesn't even get close to filling up the tank as to where they can go. So every day they're learning something new. We're seeing something new from them, which is exciting. And they're also able to take the things that we work on, the things that we tell them, and they're able to go, if not the next play, the play after that, and apply it. So that's always refreshing to know that they're coachable. They want to be coached hard, and they hold themselves accountable when they don't do things the right way.
One word that you gave me when we talked a few days ago about sort of the theme to this year, or at least the word that would be different than years past, would be the word defense. Could you kind of expound on that thought, on the way you want this team to play and this team to program to play moving forward?
Well, we've put a focus on that. We're definitely not where we want to be, but it's constant work for us. Every day in practice, we spend the majority of our time going over defense. Defending certain personnel. How we want to defend ball screens. How we want to force people into doing things that's not their first or second or third option. So it's always really important for us, and I think that once we can get them to buy in as a unit for a full game, then we're going to have something special.
Good things will happen. One thing you can tell about a coach and her program is how you can tell by the kind of the schedule where she thinks things are going to be. You guys are going to play Friday night, you're going to play Monday night, you're going to play Wednesday night. Three good teams. You got Bethune on Monday here at home. Wednesday, you got FGCU here at home. You got start at Miami. That's a tough kind of out of the chute test. What are your expectations for those 5 days? What are you looking to see? Are you going to learn a lot about the team in volume in those first three games, do you think?
Definitely going to learn a lot, but my biggest thing is, are we growing? Are we the things that we do in the first half against Miami? Are we making those same mistakes? Are we capitalizing on those same things that they give us in the second half? And then going into Bethune, how are we preparing? Kind of closing Miami and then moving on to Monday, and then even from Monday going into Wednesday, that's just one day of prep. So, how are their minds? What is their thought process, and how quickly can they move on, win or loss? How quickly can they move on and say, okay, let's put our eyes on the next task?
If you're not ready, it's too late. That's a lot of games at one time. Good luck this weekend and into next week. I know you're excited. We're all excited. We can't wait to see this team play at home next Monday against Bethune Cookman. That'll be the home opener. But it's basketball season now. We're very excited. Thanks for the few moments with us, and we look forward to catching up with you this season.
Thank you, Ryan.
That's our women's basketball preview segment. Keep it right here at FIUsports.com. We'll give you all the information on the teams as they keep playing. Go Panthers.